Once again, I say greetings and welcome back to the Insanity. Last time we left off, we had fixed some acid gas and sulfuric acid mainly from tailings and biofilm, and we also set up the actual production of biofilm. In this episode, we are first off going to wait for my robots to give me some more pipes. And then we are going to fix our iron production once and for all, because as it turns out, I'm a complete idiot. No news there. And the way we are going to do this is very simple. We are actually going to do two things, because we have sort of done two things to screw things up. And the first thing we are going to do is to actually get the process started. Because when we did the big refactoring of the new iron processing setup, we made a small mistake. Well, not a small mistake, we made a huge mistake. Because we simply forgot to provide any borax to the smelting, which was rightfully pointed out in a comment. I had just noticed this problem just a few days ago. So what we're going to do is to, let's see, this only requires borax, exactly. So we can do something easy there. Let's see, let's skip that output priority and the filtering. And then we'll just add our own kind of filter for this. There you go, borax there. Both borax and sand casting here, and oh look, we're getting iron plates, what a surprise! I'm bloody stupid. So very stupid. Now, some borax will end up here as well and stuff, but I don't care that much about that. Also, we are going to re-enable some old friends of ours, namely some old iron mines, because we turned them off because we didn't want to. I don't know if I didn't want to waste steam or if I just felt that I didn't need the iron ore, but the thing is that at the moment I do need iron ore, because iron ore production is not doing too well. Hello, old iron mine, please be so kind and get started again. And since I'm cheap or something, I don't know, I kind of want to use as few belts here as possible. Something like that. And then we're doing a little bit of a cleanup. Thank you so kindly, Iron. How nice of you. Welcome back. I have certainly missed you. Good. Now that that's out of the way, we are going to do a couple of other things. First of all, where is the copper? There it is. Copper ore is not that big of a problem, but I'm thinking that we might as well fix that as well. And when I showed my base to my cousin, he said that he liked spaghetti, and he called this center area Spaghetti Land. So I'm hereby marking it as Spaghetti Land, this old center mess, because it's basically a huge pile of spaghetti. Can't argue with that. Hello, Copper, please get started. All right. Now we are going to take a look at the drilling fluid production, which was what we focused mainly on last episode, because I have a feeling that we are not actually requesting any sulfuric acid down here, which it seems that we are not. And without sulfuric acid, we don't get that much sodium sulfate, which is a very key ingredient for getting more drilling fluid. So we are going to, surprise, surprise, set up yet another requester. There we go. Signals fixed. More signals, please. A tank. Do I have a tank? I do have a tank. Thank you. That's a new one, actually. Never done that pun before. And I'm missing... Ugh. Of course I'm missing something. Why wouldn't I? Where can I get some nice little seaweed or nice little somethings? Please take me there. There's always something missing. Isn't that right? I'm kind of wondering if I have any simple circuit boards up here in my little mini mall, or whatever I should call this, and I do not. But while in the area, I can fix another little problem, namely that we should not have that much steel plates and iron plates up here. With the reasoning that we don't want to create a loop for the logistics train network. I still want to have some here because I come here fairly often just to refill on stuff, but I don't want it to be provided to LTN, which is why I'm setting it to a fairly low request amount. Do we have any simple circuit boards here? We do actually. Not a lot, but hey, I'll take it. And it was a constant combinator we wanted. Hopefully this should be enough. I also need to get some more lamps and stuff. Now where were we? We were not there, not there, not there. I'm driving against the traffic, am I not? I don't want to go there. I don't want to go there. I would like to go there, yes. Thank you. And while driving, we can also take a look at water inverters. vertebrates thingies. Because these can produce a borax. I'm not sure I want to use that recipe because it requires lamps in order to grow the Sogna bacteria required for that setup. But I would at least like to have the option to use it. So, hello. Let's see. Maximum train length of 2, and you are a requester, meaning that we will give you a very high provide threshold. And you should get sulfuric acid, please. 20,000 or something. Now I would actually very much like to go somewhere around the depot and use one of these fluid wagon trains to make a manual delivery because I'm impatient. Greetings train, please park at my parking spot. Just so that you're not in the way for anything. Okay, I think it's somewhere over here. Old Center East, sulfuric acid provider. Please go there and wait for 30 seconds. And it seems like my mouse is a bit buggy. Now let's see. Now the mouse is feeling better. Thank you very much. $8.4K sulfuric acid. Very well. Now please go deliver it. Which reminds us that we need to rename this train station. Thank you very much. Now, while we are here, we should set up this production as well. Because I've heard that there's no use in requesting something if you don't use it. And we would kind of like to only have this going in one direction. Something like that, thank you. Excellent, now we're getting sodium sulfates, which should help us get some more thingies. Starch. Now, however, it seems like we are running out of lamps, which is not very surprising, because we are producing lamps elsewhere. And I think I would like to have an alarm here, which I can't have, because why would I have the basic circuits required for that? But at least we can fill up with some manual lamps. Okay, this should help us a bit along the way. Now please go there, and once you're done there, you may go back to the depot. And we forgot to change the name of the train station. Luckily we can do that from just about anywhere. Drilling fluid type 2. Sulfuric acid requester. Thank you. And do we have any more rail signals? We do actually. Because I would again like to change this. This little setup. Oops. We should not collide with things. Colliding with things is stupid. Thank you, robots, for providing us with some more copper. Very nice. Now you may go back to the depot. While we're going somewhere else. I haven't decided yet where yet. Let's see. Right, that's a good place we can go to. We're going down to the next elite production, where we are going to do two things primarily. First off, we are going to add a soil extractor and two washers. Then we have to remember to fix the lamps. Okay, so here we are going to add a soil extractor and two washers to make stone. How about... this place is a mess. Just like everything. There will be nice. Well, good enough. So please be so kind and make me some do we have water in this area? We have over here. Let me guess, I can't make a pump jack, can I? Oh, wow, I can. Thank you. That saves us the problem of having to pipe the water everywhere. Because the next lit tile production is stopped because it's waiting for gravel. And one way to make gravel is by processing stone. Which is exactly what we're going to do, and in case anyone wondering, and in case anyone heard that, a car drove outside my apartment. That's what happens when you record YouTube videos and have your balcony door open. Okay. Stone and tailings. Tailings already dealt with. So please just give me the stone. It is stone that I would like to have. And using this approach, I'm hoping that we should, well, to be sure, let's just use a splitter to prioritize the proper input. Excellent. Stone is fixed, which should produce us some gravel, which should produce us some more Nexelite tiles. While we are in the area, why not pick up the 910 Nexelite tiles there are there? I do like them very much. Great. It feels like I forgot something here. Yes, I did. Because we are in the niobium area production, and one side product from the niobium just happens to be sodium sulfate, which I very much appreciate because I'm going to go deliver these to the drilling fluid production. Sorry, should have warned you about that sneeze. I did feel it coming. But you probably did not suspect it. I might have a bit of a cold, or if it's a certain virus or something, I don't know. But I suspect it's something. Okay, now let's see here. We should add the sodium sulfate. Does anyone see it? There it is. That should keep it busy for a while. Thank you very much. Now, I'm not super happy about this setup. With the reasoning that the second machine can't really use anything except for the fiber boards. There we go. I'm gonna need more lamps because these guar production machines want lamps. And if lamps it wants, lamps it's gonna get. And that's actually exactly the next thing on my to-do list that I should take care of. So, what a coincidence, I guess. And in order to make lamps, I believe that the thing we are lacking the most is iron. So, greetings, iron plates. 1.7k of you. Thank you very much. You have been very helpful. I will be using these and heading over into the spaghetti land. Where I will be providing these iron plates to certain machines producing lamps. Well, actually, I think we only have one machine, but still. I'm going to need to scale that up at some point. Just like everything else, more or less. Iron chest. Iron plates. Here you go. Please enjoy. Oh, come on, that inserter is way too slow. And you are too. Ah, better. Okay, now we are going to do a bit of a cleanup project up here. As soon as we wait for some plates. Oh, wow, we have gotten iron plates here. How nice. Very nice of you. There we go, added some more robots. You might remember that we did set up a key sulk production here. And if you do remember that, you are entirely correct. These key sulks are very useful because they can produce raw fibers, which can produce steam. So, let's see. Key sulk. Which machine do I need? Wood processing unit. Just so happens that I do have one. And it's a quite big difference here between getting 5 raw fibers for 1 key sulk or 2 raw fibers for 10 wood. Needless to say, this recipe is superior. Now, I would like to have some water and a boiler. Which can produce steam. Yeah, this is better. That's a lot better. I think it's time to start using some better poles. Oh, right. I'm stupid. We need to move this one step to the right because it requires the key sulk, which is in this chest. Giving it simply the seeds does not help. There we go, 5 raw fibers. And trust me on this, this will very much be completely self-sustaining. Which is really nice because then we can at some point scale up this production somewhere. And we do have quite a bit of key sulks to produce more key sulk plantations. So that's nice. Alright, now that that's taken care of, let's go for the next optimization thing. But first I just want to check and make sure that we are actually producing some amount of iron plates. Which we are, and how is it going with the iron ore? We are certainly producing some amounts of iron ore as well, so I'm hoping that these fixes will balance themselves out and fix all our problems, more or less. So, now the next order of business is not very much something I'm looking forward to, but it's something we're going to do anyway. And it is producing a better drill head recipe. because the drill heads that we very much need in order to get our resources, they are gonna require a couple of things. The recipe that we are currently using is this one, where we have 8 steel, 6 aluminum, and 4 titanium. But the recipe that I would like to change to is this one, where we have 4 steel, 3 niobium, and 4 titanium. So, no wait, not the niobium. Oh. It is actually... I thought we would get only like 4 steel plates recipe, but if that's if we would switch to the niobium plates, not if we keep this recipe. So if we keep this recipe, the only benefit here is that we will get 1 extra drill head, which does not quite seem to be worth it actually. 864, 864, and +1 silicon carbide. So that's not very helpful. At some later point we might change this recipe. But basically now is not the time for that. The best recipe we have at the moment might be this one, which uses less steel. And it uses 3 niobium instead of 6 aluminum. But the niobium production is not very stable at the moment, so I think it's too early to switch to that one. So I'm going to change plan, and instead I will be preparing yet another city block or 2. And now I think it's time for the everlasting question, where is my car? And luckily I'm smart enough to have it parked at Simon's parking. And on our way there, we can briefly take a moment to provide some more iron plates to the production of lamps. And preferably these things. Where is that needs the iron? It's here. Please produce some simple circuit boards for me. So-called simple circuit boards. Great. Any robots that want to give me anything? Nope, apparently not. Very well done. Car. Ah, we already have quite a bit of landfill here. How nice. And I think it's time to use it. What? Oh. Moving landfill to inventory helps before you start attempting to use it. Already. Very well, more landfill. So there are a couple of city blocks that I would like to set up at some point, probably in the near future. First one is, well, I don't want to make any promises about the order, but one of them is Keysalk production, which is completely standalone, and others are increased production of augs, because augs produce manure, and then there is also Alesias, which we are currently not using a very good recipe for. And I have come to a bit of a conclusion that getting more Alesias helps getting more augs for manure, and getting more manure helps getting more Alesias. So there does seem to be a bit of a interdependency, or however you would like to call it, between those. They are connected very much. Sadly, it's not only Calesias and manure that you would need for them. You would also need to have a number of other things. Would like to clean up my inventory here a bit, just so that I can have more space for landfill. Lead or solder? Why? Something like that. Use all the landfill. Okay. So this is very much going to be some preparation for the future. And we would like to see what the future holds, don't we? Yes, we do. I do think it's going to be a bright future. It's spring, sun is shining, sometimes at least. COVID vaccine is on its way, slowly but surely. Well, at least here in Sweden it's quite slow. Mainly because we haven't gotten as much vaccine as was promised. Surprise, surprise. So the new city blocks that I would like to produce are going to be somewhere in this area. What's this? Oh, quartz. That's gonna be interesting. And what's this? 53 copper plates. Sure, hurrah! And once again, I can't mine this. And I can't shoot it either, because I'm out of ammo. Firearm magazine, firearm. Oh. Can make firearm magazine just out of lead plates. Interesting. This quartz might be very interesting actually. It's certainly not in vain. Haha. More landfill. Vroom, 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 vroom. It looks like this is my stop. I did get a comment a while ago about if I now was going to put up roboports all over the place. And while I haven't done so yet, I think we are getting closer to that point where I'm actually going to do that. Because it would be nice to get deliveries of items no matter where we are on the map, and to get robots to construct things all over the place, especially if they could construct the rail network a bit for me. That would be very helpful. Out of landfill. And the good thing about robots and roboports and stuff is that once you set up a roboport somewhere, it can help you set up more roboports in the area. And according to my estimations, I am going to need around 3 roboports, no, well, 3 roboports per area in one direction. So it's going to be 3 times 3 roboports per city block. So 9 roboports per city block it will be. And I'm going to need to get some more landfill, because this is getting consumed very quickly. Mainly because I've just been putting down landfill in other areas, like the rail area, just to prepare for the rail network to be expanded. And it would be quite a bit of a hassle to produce this, to place all these rails manually, which is why I am planning on having robots do it. So now I'm going to head to the mall and see if there's even more roboports in the area. Well, I don't know what they have for me, but it appears that they have something. So I'm just going to stay here a little bit and see what they have. Am I requesting roboports? I have 7 roboports, but it doesn't seem like I'm requesting it. Roboport. Do I have that here? Yes, it is ordered to produce roboports. but there are none at the moment. Why is that? Please tell me, where do we have the Roboport producer? It's over here. What are you missing? You are missing steel. Very well, I can help you out. Now you are not missing steel. Now you are missing simple circuit boards and the rest of the stuff. Very well. It doesn't seem like this mall has anything more for me. Bad mall. I would like to have some more big electric poles. Why do you not have any more big electric poles? Is it possibly because you are missing niobium? It is very much because you are missing niobium. I do very much would like to have some more of those. Very well. Let's continue with the landfill a bit more. Ah! Damn it. And that's another reason why we would very much like to have robots, because they can repair everything that we bump into. I thought that I would almost survive a whole episode without bumping into something. What? No more landfill? Panic? Oh well. See if we can get out of this mess. Not in this direction, we can't. It's landfill time again. And I might want to take a look at the lamp production just to make sure that that's okay, because that is for sure a problem. No lamps equals no guar. No guar equals no starch. No starch equals no drilling fluid. No drilling fluid equals, well, not no iron ore, but severely less iron ore. And less iron ore equals no lamps. So it's a loop. A loop that we need to make sure to keep it going. Oh boy. Maybe I should watch where I'm driving. I do have active trains. Very active trains from time to time. Alright, now heading back to my parking to get the train. So much free space to drive on now. I love it. I should probably give this one a couple of repair packs. Yes, please refill my inventory. Give me all the things. I'm getting simple circuits, which means that I'm going to get a programmable speaker, which I very much intend to use. Do we have any lamps here? We do. Give me those lamps and get me into the drilling fluid area. Hello, drilling fluid area. I would like to have... Oh, we have lamps. How nice. We are missing a bit of sand. Why is that? Ah, that's not gonna work. That's not helpful at all. Hmm. How about something like that? Should help, I guess. Are all of these active, by the way? Nope, not that one. Others are quite active. Good. But now please use this alarm, programmable speaker, and tell me when there are no lamps in this one. What? Lamp less than 0? Oh right, it's using a green wire because of the... that's not my intention. Please, oh please, switch wires here. Please use a red wire here and a green wire there, and please tell me when we have less than 20. No, actually 0 lamps. And this is a very important alarm, so we're gonna make it fairly annoying. No lamps for drilling fluid. Thank you. Okay. Now, how about we start setting up a couple of roboports. Roboports is definitely what I would like to have. And I would like to park somewhere where I'm not in the way. And it seems like we have gotten a fair bit of stuff already here. Do we have any? No, still no big electric poles. Why not? Come on. Why are you not producing electric poles? Do you need even more niobium? You need iron. Okay. I guess. I guess I'll have to make some myself then. Maybe I should have taken the car for this. Would probably have been faster. Nope, not there. There. So now we're just setting up our infrastructure more or less. Which is a quite boring but yet very useful task. Because it will for sure help us in the future. It's actually helping us already because now we have, even though these roboports don't yet have any power, they are still increasing the coverage area for automated construction, which is fairly useful. So that's a couple of them. Now let's see if we can get some power to them. Okay, I'm definitely going to be using the car for this in the future. Because this was slow and painful and not fun at all. That's sort of my conclusion. Ah, you are trying to connect over there, of course. We need somewhere to just pull up some electricity from down there. Something like that. Ugh. Please go to my parking. I do have a bit more land. Greetings, robots. What do you have for me here? Copper, thank you very much. Very kind of you. Why are you not repairing my... Oh, I don't have any construction bots here. Here, have a construction bot. Thank you. Please repair my car. Thank you. Actually, I think I would like to start working on that Kisalk plantation area. So I'm going to go over here and bump into that apparently. And get some of these. 150 of them should be enough for a while. So we need a clay pit, Kisalk plantation. Kisalk plantation is going to be the thing we need the most of. Clay pits. We have a clay pit. How nice. But wrong keys. Botanical nursery. 1. And a wood processing unit. Wood processing unit. Was there anything else I needed here? Some inserters probably. Clay pit, boiler naturally. Clay pit, I got it. Botanical nursery, got it. Wood processing unit, got it. Kisalk plantation. 2 of them, I guess, to start with. And inserters. Actually using low ones at this moment, because the better ones require more iron, which I don't have. Oh, you have something for me? How nice. Thank you kindly. Robots are amazing, in case you didn't know. So we're going to set up this little production. Did I remember to make a boiler? I didn't, but I can make one. We are going to set up this production in our new area. And on our way there, we are also going to set up some electric poles. Inventory full, yada yada. Can't believe I'm just colliding with a power pole that I'm just putting out. I seem to be somewhat of an expert in colliding with things. We have a bit of a potential power issue. Is it because they are charging, or is it because we have so many more of them suddenly? I kinda hope it's because they are charging, because they are not supposed to use up that much electricity. Exactly, they are charging. So as soon as this one finishes charging, I'm guessing that it should drop quite a bit with the electricity usage. Thank you. That's a lot better actually. 800k. I can live with that. Okay. So we're going to need... Well, actually, we don't even need that yet. Do we need anything besides... We probably need a pump jack, of course. For that we need iron plates. Because I do need to get some water here. Let's see, do we have any iron here whatsoever? I think we should have. I feel very dirty doing it like this. But hey, it works. Oh boy, so many machines. Pump jack, thank you. My inventory is full. What a surprise. That's never happened before. Research does seem to be doing better. We are missing titanium mainly. Not surprising. So clay pits. Yeah, how about putting it somewhere here? And then let's see, key salt plantation 1 and 2. And botanical nursery. Are you kidding me? Ugh. I was so sure I had one. Oh well. So the recipe that we are going to use for the moment is this one. I don't want to, or do I want to deal with the sand? I kind of do want to deal with the sand. What other recipes are there in the future? A lot of them. But is there anything that does not really require those lamps? This requires lamps, 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 lamps. Lamps, a lot of lamps. But the step 2 part is a fair bit away. And no, let's set it up without the key salt, without the sand production. Simply because that's easier. Okay, how about a wood processing unit? I do have a wood processing unit. How about a storehouse? I do have a storehouse. How about some electricity? I even have electricity. How about some power to these machines? Thank you. Okay, let's fix some iron for the botanical nursery, because apparently we didn't have that. I don't want to drive here because I'm going to collide with things. Rube? Oh, there it is. Just wanted to run on the niobium plates next to the tiles. Always mix it up. Botanical nursery. Thank you. So you need clay and keysalk seeds. And then you're going to put out keysalk. Oh, come on. Fine. Something like that. Then we're gonna need some water. Which we can get from this pump jack. Then we do need to get some steam, which we are going to get from raw fiber, boiled raw fibers, and raw fibers we are going to get from keysalk. Let's put some keysalk in here to kickstart things. And then we are going to get a botanical nursery. Somewhere over here. Where we are going to produce keysalk seeds. We're gonna kickstart it. And then magic will happen. And I mean that because we are going to tell this that if you have less than 100 keysalk seeds, please give us some keysalk seeds. Then we are going to tell this to please give us some keysalk seeds for further plantation. And then we are going to combine this with some clay. And I'm wondering if I might need to scale that up. Probably not, because this is a very slow recipe. At least not yet. So I'm just going to use a simple inserter. A simple fast inserter rather. Connecting it over here. And why don't we have any... Okay, I see. Because we need some water. So now we have clay. We have some keysalk production that should get started as soon as we feed this with some more Galesias. Just to help kickstart things a bit faster. Oh, thank you very much, robots. How nice of you to reach this far. Very useful. I don't regret setting this up. Not at all. And according to my estimations, this should be completely self-sustaining. So the only thing we need to do is to add more Galesias. Galesias, what am I talking about? Keysalk plantations. What are you complaining about? You are complaining about the fact that you don't have a repair pack. Considering how often we do bump into things, I will provide you with some. So, of course, I forgot a very important part, namely that these keysalks need to go back to this storehouse, where they should also be moved from the storehouse to the wood processing unit, where they will become raw fibers, where they will help us get some more keysalk. And these plantations are certainly not very fast, which is why, oh, that explains it, of course. One of these requires a botanical nursery. Oh, Jesus. Sure. Oh, I'm running out of glass, it seems. I'm also not requesting any glass. Please give me 500 glass for the future. And I do think that's up to 1000 small parts should be enough. 67%? Ah, Jesus. Oh well. Oh well, oh well. Now, what we also want to do in this area is to export things once it allows us to, sort of, once we have anything to export. I'm going to need to set up some rail production in the mall, or if I just connect the old rail production, I don't know, but we do need some rails. And this should export quite a number of things. But luckily all of them are items, so it should be enough with just one train station. One train station, please, that acts as a multi-provider. Just so happens I do have a little blueprint for that. And now actually that I have medium power poles, should be able to produce something, a slightly better blueprint for that. Medium electric power pole, medium electric power pole. Oh, come on. Very well, something like that. And it tends to help to actually connect it to a power source somewhere. like that. Okay, so please provide anything that you have. And please have some stuff. So we're going to export keysalk, raw fibers, keysalk seeds, and biomass is the plan. Can I make a composter? Probably not. I need titanium plates. Ugh. Nope, we must have a filter inserter. So keysalk, raw fiber, and keysalk seeds. Keysalk seeds. You only produce one thing. However, it's fairly important that we do this only if we have enough of them. Where do I have a chest? Something like that, yes. Then I would like to have a green wire from here to here. It tells you that if there is raw fiber, not fish, fiber. If we have more than, say, 10 raw fibers, then please, you may export. What we can do is to move these, of course. So here we have a bit of an output. And then, of course, we are going to use some circuit magic using a constant combinator. We are constantly using these. And this is going to request things. It should say that if we have, rather if we need raw fibers, and if we need keysalk seeds, and if we need keysalk, then these belts should operate. And it just so happens that we are going to request 2000 keysalk, 2000 seeds, and 2000 raw fibers. And I've heard that it helps if you actually have inserters actually inputting things. Something like that. So we have 2. Woohoo! Not a lot, but it's a start, I guess. And are these stopped? I'm probably going to need to kickstart it a bit more. For the simple reason that we are Hey, hold on a minute. Of course. You are only going to take something out if we have something, if we have enough of it, essentially. So only take out keysalk if we have more than 10. and only take out key sulk seeds if we have more than 20. I don't know, something. Actually, you can also use 20. Because we just want to prioritize the local production first. So this should help making sure that we kickstart things properly. And you should only take out if we have more than 10, which seems to be working properly. So now these are producing again, and yeah, this should basically work. It should produce key sulk. And with that being said, thank you for watching, and sorry once again for a long episode, but it tends to happen. And see you next time.